And here we are with another video here on LHR Sports. And today we have a Draft Champs game starting 3 minutes 20 seconds into the first quarter as they get that pick. But for the first half of today's video, I'd like to talk to you guys about Wild Card Weekend. And it was definitely a lot of fun for me to watch this weekend being on break. The only thing I had going on this weekend was basketball practice on Saturday, so I didn't miss any of the games or anything of great importance this weekend. So the first game this weekend was the Titans-Chiefs game, and I had the Chiefs winning this game, and it seemed pretty good for pretty much all of the game, and then next thing you know, Marcus Mariota and the Titans storm back with 19 unanswered points to beat the Kansas City Chiefs Kingdom. This game was just shocking to me. I had Kansas City because, well, they don't always have great playoff success. They've at least had the playoffs, and that's something that this Tennessee Titans team is very new to. Marcus Mariota was the worst quarterback of the season that made it to the playoffs, and I just thought there was no way they were going to pull this off. But then Derrick Henry decided to go for 23 carries and 156 yards, which is insane and completely unexpected for me. So I actually got that prediction wrong, and I started off the weekend 0 for 1. The next game that came up was the Falcons Rams game, and I understand that the Rams are the 3 seed and it's in LA, and the Falcons are the 6 seed, but I actually had the Falcons coming into this one because of I understand they choked last year in the Super Bowl, but they made it to the Super Bowl, and the biggest part of their team that they lost was just their offensive coordinator. So I figured they could at least beat the Rams, who have an average starter age of like under 25. Jared Goff is in his first season starting all the games. Sean McVay is a 34-year-old coach in the NFL, and I just didn't see how there was a possible chance for a team so inexperienced to beat a team so experienced. So then that game ended up being 26-13 Atlanta, as I expected. And Todd Gurley did well, Robert Woods did well, Jared Goff did well, but they just couldn't score. They had good stat lines, Goff with 259, which is good, not great. Gurley with 101 yards on only 14 carries. I felt like he should have gotten the ball a little bit more. And then Robert Woods caught the ball 9 times for 142 yards, which was just absolutely insane. But that wrapped up Saturday, and I was 1-1, 1 for 2 on my wildcard weekend predictions. The first game on Sunday morning was between the Jaguars and the Bills, and I selected the Jaguars to win this one. That's because the Jaguars have the best defense in the NFL, and I understand this isn't quite a defense wins championships moment, but with the Bills not even being able to pick a quarterback for a couple weeks this year, I didn't think there was a chance they were going to be able to score on Jacksonville. Now, did I expect Jacksonville to struggle as much as they did against the Bills? No. I actually thought this game was going to be more of a blowout, but then Blake Bortles decided to become a running back in the second quarter, set up the Jaguars, and then, well, the rest of it took care of itself. For the rest of the game, I mean, it was ugly. I did not enjoy watching that one, and that was probably the least enjoyable game this weekend. There was one touchdown, and it was a 1-yard pass in the third quarter. That is not a very entertaining game. But I have to credit the Jaguars defense because they did a great job holding Buffalo to only 3 points. And the last game of the weekend was the Saints-Panthers game. The Saints were 2-0 against the Panthers in the regular season, and everybody says it's so difficult for a team to win 3 times. Because you would think if a team beats someone 2 times in the regular season and faced them in the postseason, that should be an easy win. But I saw a stat that said the team that won the 2 regular season games only won 13 out of 20. And I know that's a majority, but I feel like the team who won 2 games in the regular season should win 19 out of 20 times that they face in the postseason. But despite this stat, and as scary as it seemed, I still had to go with the Saints. I picked the Saints over the Panthers just because Drew Brees finally has a little bit of a better surrounding cast. Not that it's a great one, with him pretty much kind of being like a Tom Brady and creating names for his wide receivers. But he does have a run game this year with Mark Ingram stepping up and Alvin Kamara, a great breakout rookie. One thing I was disappointed about is that's the end of my favorite player in the NFL season, Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey had a decent season this year and was able to score a 56-yard receiving touchdown against the Saints, which set up what almost ended up being a completed comeback. Christian McCaffrey is my favorite player because I live in the Bay Area and I'm a little bit of a Stanford fan, and I'm from Michigan, big Lions, Pistons, Tigers, Red Wings fan, and I also like Michigan State. But I'm going to cover that in my next video about LHR sports. For now, I want to talk about the end of this third quarter and the fourth quarter of this incredible Draft Champs game. I do want to add that this Draft Champs game, I recorded the gameplay back in September, I want to say. I mean, it was a really old video, but it was such a great comeback and such great gameplay. I thought I had to share it with you guys. And I know it started late in the first quarter, but I'm sorry about that. I wasn't expecting to record or even start a YouTube channel at the time. But here I am doing it now. And what do you know? I fail a 2-point conversion. That was a great idea by me to go for that. I definitely wish I would have just kicked the PAT, but who really cares when you got Joe Hayden sitting out there picking off the quarterback, juking, and he's going to take this one to the house. So, 10 seconds left in the third quarter, and what do you know? You know what, let's just go for 2 again, even though if PAT would make field goal reasonable, but, you know, you got to run that cheesy 2-point stick, and easy 2-point conversion. So now I'm kicking it off to them again. Hopefully we can get the same turnout as we got last possession. But next thing you know, big kickoff return. He's going, and there will he. Nope. What a tackle on kickoff. That saved me big time. But at the same time, when they were 28 yards away, I was already thinking about saving my timeouts and getting ready for the next drive. But then, bang! What a pick from Joe Hayden. And he says, why not? Take it all the way! Touchdown! LHR Sports! And I'm going for 2 again. My 4th attempt. But there you go. Le'Veon Bell is going to punch that one in. So now, Cam Newton scrambling. And he's going to throw it for an easy first down. And he's going to get some more. And here I am again, waiting for my defense to be clutch. Come up with a big pick. But instead we come up with a sack. Chandler Jones. And there's another sack. 4th and 25. We're going to end it right here. Swats it away. Let's go. Now I got to be smart. I got to make sure we protect this ball. Give it to Gronk. Still a beast in today's Madden. Who cares if this video's in September? And Le'Veon fumbles. But Matt Ryan picks it up. Matt Ryan with the clutch play. Here's Gronk. First down. And this is pretty much the game. I can knee it out, take my field goal, and that'll be that. This guy's even letting the clock run on out. He doesn't really mind. But then I get sacked for a 10-yard loss, and he's still going to let it go. But, you know, being the inexperienced Madden player back in September, I decided it was a good idea to do a little pass trickery right here. And play action, and we throw it up, and it's picked. And he beats the receiver. And the lineman's the last man to beat, and he catches him. So that's it for this video. I'll try and come out with another video for you guys this week. I thought that was a fun gameplay. Sorry it was back in September. I'm probably going to have another September video coming out this week of MUT Squad's gameplay. And yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.